Hi everyone, welcome to Embellishments on the 11th, where each month on the 11th of the month, a kind of small group of us, 6 or 7, make embellishments, and they can be for anything. And you can make 1, you can make 50, doesn't really matter to me, as long as you make something. And there's no theme that we follow, so it can be whatever you want. So this month for me, I decided to, since it's August and I'm not selling anymore, but the celebration only goes through August 31st. And as of the time I'm filming this on August 6th, the Hippest Hippo stamp set is still available, free with $50 purchase. And I am not aware that the dies, although I heard a demonstrator say they're coming back in or something, but I didn't see anything on the website saying they were back ordered or out of stock. So they're free with a $50 purchase, the dies. And I have both. So I decided to use them, and I made 1 with each of the 3 hippos in the set, 1 embellishment. So I only have 3 for you this month. This is what it looks like closer up. I used each one of these, and I used You're Always on Point, All You Really Are the Best, and Love You a Ton sentiments. And I did use the umbrella, the hippo dies, the sunglasses, the splatter, the grass, I didn't use the goggles, I did use the umbrella, and I used this tub, but I didn't use the boat or the sail or water or anything. Yeah. So, now, when I make embellishments, I have to have a project in mind, otherwise, or at least sort of in mind, otherwise I really struggle. So, I pulled out cardstock so that I knew what colors I wanted to use, but I'm not going to share that with you. The card bases, because I'll make them in the future on a different video. So this is my first embellishment, the little ballerina hippo. I use smoky slate, light and dark, and a color lifter. That's why its nose looks a little weird. And on this one I use the Fabulous Frames dies, this one here. I die cut it twice, once in white and once in Coastal Cabana cardstock, and then I used the white piece and I embossed that with the Into the Clouds embossing folder. Both of these are current. Something that's not current though is the Playing with Pattern resin dots, because these are Coastal Cabana, so I used 3 of those. The circles are also current though. They are from the Stylish Shapes dies, and I used them on pretty much all 3 cards, I think. So, I mean, not cards, embellishments. So, I'm not going to repeat that. I'll just tell you it's the same circle dies. Okay, so those are what I used on the first card. I keep saying card. Embellishment. It's not a whole card yet, is it? This is out of Flirty Flamingo. I actually made their bellies all Flirty Flamingo. These are little ballerina shoes. This is light Flirty Flamingo, and then the ballerina shoes are dark Flirty Flamingo. This is actually Bermuda Bay, her little tutu thing. And on the clouds, I actually had a little bit of Pool Party left on a brush, and from some other project, and I just rubbed that over the clouds so that they would show up better. But you're not seeing it because it's too bright. All right, lights off. Darken it a little bit so maybe you can see. It is daylight here, but there, I think you can see that better. And what I did is I just used well, I use Scotch brand, but you can use any brand of clear tape, because this pops out. So I just taped it. I lined it up carefully as I could and taped it onto the back. And then probably when I do a card, this whole thing will be bumped on dimensionals. Oh, she is on dimensionals, and the umbrella is too, and then I just glued the handle very lightly onto her, what is it, paw? Foot? Hand? I don't know, hand, I'll call it hand. And here's where I stamped "You're always in point." That is Costa Cabana. Yeah, that's about it. So this whole thing will probably go up on dimensionals. I'm not 100% sure, or I might put like ribbon going up and down from the top of the card to the bottom, like it's hanging on a, I don't know, I'm not sure yet, but that's the first one. The second one is this. Now here, same circle dies, but I brought in this die from the split card texture dies, and it's a floral kind of thing. I hadn't used them yet, so I thought I should. That is current. And so I colored the hippo. I stamped "Love You a Ton" just on a piece of white scrap, 1/2-inch scrap. I went around the edges, and I did that in Night of Navy. This is Night of Navy. I did stamp in Night of Navy, and I went around the edges of it in Night of Navy. I didn't want to add any more dimension to that because the circles are bumped up, but I have one dimensional here, but I don't have the backing off, so that when I'm ready to put it on a card, I can take that backing off, and it should be okay. And I'll probably glue this down carefully, or use glue dots on each one of these little areas. Now the embellishments on here, the yellow flowers, I'm going to turn this back on a minute because it's dark to me, I don't know. The yellow flowers are die cut from the hippo set, but the blue centers are actually Starry Sky, and they're from the Fun Flowers Resin Shapes. They are in the annual catalog on page 141 if you're interested. So that is pretty much that one. And then I think that'll be cool, and I'm gonna have a darker paper as a pattern paper, but in Night of Navy background, so I think that'll be pretty. And then the last one is this, and here I use the diorama dies, layering diorama dies, which I believe are current. Pretty sure they're in the annual catalog carried over. I also used a few of these fine sparkle adhesive backed gems in Pool Party. These are from the Gnome set in the July to December mini catalog, and they're current. And this paper is actually out of the Design a Daydream post paper. I think I just used this recently on something else, but it's this one that looks like that on the back. I'm pretty sure I used this on another project that you've probably seen already recently. I just can't remember which one because I'm pre-recording a lot of these. The tub thing I die cut out of just white paper, and I colored it with Balmy Blue, light and dark, and then I did use Winkostella on it. I don't think you're going to be able to see that. I also put Winkostella on the 3 Pool Party splashes, and these are those Pool Party dots, and I stamped in Smoky Slate, which is one of the colors of the hippo, and this is Daffodil Delight, same color as this, so I had a scrap out, so I used that. And this is Granny Apple Green, and those dies are part of the hippo dies. And I put them on with glue dots. I see I have one of them showing through a little bit. This one needed 2 for some reason. It didn't want to stay. Yeah, so that's cute. And I have a background for that to go on as well. And I could see this as a thank you card, like writing thank you on the inside. You're always on point, thank you. Or because there's an umbrella and clouds, you know, something about, I don't know, braving the storm kind of thing to get well. I don't know. Love you a ton could just be a friendship card, or for, you know, family card. Could be a little girl kind of card. And "Oh, you really are the best." I could see that as a thank you card. You know, writing thank you on the inside or something. More in the summertime, or even a birthday. Could be a birthday as well. And so could this. You could say happy birthday on the inside or something, right? So those are my 3 for this month. The star of the show is the Hippest Hippos from Celebration. Alright guys, thank you so much. Have a great day, and go check out everyone else because they always make amazing things that I'm just like, ooh, wow. Maybe I should try that, and then I quickly forget. Alright, next month I will have kind of a fall extravaganza for embellishments, so come back and see what that's about. Bye.